Right, so I've seen a lot of discussion going on about the Reform Party. I keep seeing the same comments popping up in people's comment sections that are actually being critical of the Reform Party. I keep seeing the usual posts of vote Reform. Vote Reform because they're the only party that can get us out of the mess that we're in. When people suggest other political parties, people comment and say that they don't have enough momentum. So let's tackle those three things, shall we? Right, so what exactly are the Reform Party offering us, the voter? What are the main things that we're concerned about? So in 2019, the main concern for majority of voters, this is the reason we voted for Boris Johnson, was to take back control of our borders and to stop mass illegal immigration. Now, to stop mass illegal immigration, it's a two-step process. Firstly, you have to stop the mass illegals coming in. The second step is you have to remove the illegal immigrants that are already here. There's no point stopping illegal immigration if you're not going to remove the ones that are already here, because that's not solving the problem. Because you're still going to be stuck with the illegal immigrants that are already here, that are already putting pressure on our infrastructure, so you're not really doing anything. You need to stop the illegal immigration, remove the ones that are already here. You take them away, deport them, get rid of them. That way you're relieving some of the pressure on our infrastructure. You then have to have a ban on both legal and illegal immigration totally for at least 10 years. So our country can recover and we can build better infrastructure. Reform offers none of that. None of that at all. There's another issue in this country. We have a problem with Islamists. Now, Reform have turned around and said we can't ignore the Muslim vote. So they're not going to deal with that issue either. So what exactly are the Reform Party offering us? Offering us, the voter. They're not offering us very much of what we want. They're not offering the two main things that we need to happen in this country. So for all those people that keep saying, well, we need to vote for Reform because they're the only ones that are going to save us, they're not. They're not going to save us. Right, so to the second issue, right? When you say we should vote for UKIP, and then people say, well, there's not enough momentum behind them. Well, what gives a political party momentum? It's people and membership. So in the next 4 years, if people got behind UKIP, it would give it momentum. That's this. People just don't realise the power that they actually have, and that they're the ones that can make this happen. Look at the way Reform was. 4 years ago, Reform was polling at 7%, wasn't it? And then when more and more people got behind it, it started to rise up through the percentages. And you're telling me the same thing can't happen to an alternative party? I'm using UKIP as an example. There are other examples out there. There are other alternative parties that we could get behind. We've even got time to form a new party and get behind that. Should Rupert Lowe, Ben Habib, or whoever decide to start their own party, we can get behind that. We have the power. It all depends on whether you want to get off your arse and go and support that alternative party. Some people are just so defeatist that they just think that everything is just either this or that. They're not willing to think outside the box on this or help themselves. They just wait around for somebody to come along and do it for them. And it's so frustrating. It really is. Wake up and start to think for yourselves a little bit more. Think outside the box. Reform isn't the only option. It's not. We've got plenty of time to solve that issue if everybody is willing. This is Vindicator signing off.